We're standing here at Victory Hill Church in Norwood, Missouri. This is a church that my family and I went to for several years when I was quite small. This is also the place where on Mother's Day of 1981, I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior.
Being back here after all these years, what's surprising to me is how small this space actually is. What I remembered as a kid was a much bigger church, and I think that just shows you how what you might remember and what actually was true don't always match up. But one thing that I know for a fact, one thing I remember very vividly, is where I was sitting and what I was feeling on that Mother's Day Sunday morning. And I was sitting in a pew right in this spot. We're about 3 rows back from the front, and right beside me was my older brother Eddie. Eddie's 21 years older than me, so he would have been about 26 years old. He was already married. He had a kid or two of his own at that point. And I was sitting on the edge of the pew right on the center aisle. And I remember my heart racing at the end of the service. I just felt like God was doing something in me for the first time in my life. And when the pastor gave the invitation to come forward, Eddie must have seen it all over my face, because he leaned into me and he said, "If you want to go, I'll go with you." And so I got up out of my seat and I walked what seemed like forever, but it's just a few feet standing here now. And I remember kneeling at the altar and praying with my brother Eddie and asking Jesus into my heart. And it's one of those memories from early in my life that God has allowed me to keep, and I'm so glad He has. It's something that I'll never forget. In 1981, this building was practically brand new. It had only been around for a year or so, and at that time it was a young church full of hope, full of dreams, excited about doing what it could in this community. And in the last 30+ years, it's gone through many different changes, many different pastors, many different phases of life of a church, to this point now where essentially it was left abandoned, left in really rough shape, where it would take something major to get ministry to happen in a place like this again. Just looking around and seeing all the wires hanging from the ceilings, and the holes in the wood paneling, and the carpet ripped out all throughout the building. At first glance, it could seem like a very sad ending to a once promising church. But the truth is, this isn't the end. There's still hope for Victory Hill Church. You see, there's a group of people in this community that are passionate about reviving this place, bringing it back to what it was initially built for, and that's to be a place where people can come and they can hear the good news of Jesus Christ, where they can come through these doors, build community together, learn and find salvation and hope through the one source of salvation and hope.